I love Toy Story. It was one of the first animated movies that I saw as a kid, and despite the fact that I saw it nearly 5 years after its initial release, the movie won both my immediate and eternal admiration for its brilliant storytelling, beautiful animation, and creative and imaginary world building. However, we're not talking about Toy Story today, as in 1996, a budget version was made by none other than Dingo Pictures. Don't worry though, it's more or less the same thing as Toy Story. If Toy Story was written by a bunch of illegal immigrants who couldn't speak English very well, was animated by a bunch of dyspraxics, acted out by a bunch of raging alcoholics who were relapsing, and the master copy was puked on before it was sent out. Now, you're probably going to be saying, "Oh, you dumb twat, this is a movie, not a game. You meant to cover this on your other show about TV shows and films."
Au contraire, my foul-mouthed, naysaying friend. I'm actually playing a PlayStation 2 game today.
Yep, it's another one of those atheism-inducing travesties of film burnt onto a CD and labelled as a PlayStation 2 game. This is our third Dingo Pictures game. Huzzah! Considering that it's been 20 episodes since I last covered a Phoenix game of this caliber, I decided to play another one of those god-awful fucking movie Phoenix games, made by our friends, the Code Monkeys.
Wait, why do I know that name?
Holy shit, they made that fucking awful Simpsons skateboarding game, and that Shrek game I've always wanted to play on the PS1. Believe it or not, this wasn't even close to the end of their lifespan. They made that Simpsons skateboarding game around the time of releasing these shitty Phoenix game movie ports, and were still in business until 2011. I don't know how that's possible. I think they should have been arrested for war crimes years before that. But considering that their attempt at a licensed PS2 game was the worst skateboarding game ever made, it's actually mighty impressive that it lasted a decade and even outlives Phoenix games themselves. The movie starts off with this notable stock music from Dingo Pictures' seemingly bottomless pit of stock assets. You might wonder why they dedicate around 30 seconds to showing off this wank crayon drawing of a house that looked like it was drawn by a child, but you're forgetting that Dingo Pictures just love to waste their runtime. This is more or less an excuse for them to waste 30 seconds without actually doing anything. One Lord of the Rings trilogy later, we cut to Jesus fucking Christ! That Jack in the Box is fucking terrifying!
You'll be glad to know that this Hellspawn is a main character, so you're gonna have plenty of opportunity to look at his mind-numbingly terrifying expression.
Only 2 more hours, moaned Pino the Ragdoll.
His name's Penis the Ragdoll. Ew!
Yes, I know his name's Pino or something, but in truth, I think Penis is a much more fitting name because, well, his only character trait is him being a massive cock to begin with, so it ties in with that pretty well.
Oh no, sighed the other toys. Only 2 more hours. What did he say? Asked Pronto the telephone. He was a little deaf, and one always had to tell him things twice.
That's not funny, you piece of shit! Why did Dingo characters love laughing at other people's afflictions? And why is deafness so funny to these fucking idiots?
Quasimodo may be a monster, but no one can ring the bells as beautifully as him.
Is it true? He's gone deaf from the noise?
Yes, that's true. But one handicap more or less won't make a difference to him.
It's only 2 more hours before the little boy comes home from kindergarten, explained Cuddly the Cushion. Oh my goodness, sighed Pronto as well. Only 2 more hours.
Only 2 more hours of explaining the same shit over and over again before we have to explain something else over and over again.
Oh, come on, you're all acting as if it was the end of the world. It's only the little boy's birthday, said Jumping Jack.
I don't know, talk any faster and you could create a resonance cascade that rips the fabric of reality apart and destroys life as we know it, said Jumping Jack.
Come on, skateboard. Come on. Let's ride another round. I don't want to, said Skateboard. What's wrong? Asked Pronto again. Roller the skateboard doesn't want to do a round with Jumping Jack, explained Cuddly the Cushion.
Oh, for the love of fuck! Stop explaining shit and move on!
Oh, you don't say, said Pronto. And you? What's up with you, Pino? Won't you at least play with me? Leave me alone, said Pino.
Take the fucking hint, you fucked up Ace Lightning reject. Nobody likes you. Fuck off.
Just look at this big sad heap. Can't get over the fact that your Days' favorite toy are over, jibed Jumping Jack. Game over, peeped Charlie the Chip. What does he mean? Asked Pronto. Game over means you finished the game, translated Cuddly the Cushion.
Well, you wouldn't know that from playing this fucking game.
Charlie Chip is right for once. It really is game over for Pino. He'll soon end up in the garbage. Now stop annoying him. It's going to be different for all of us after today, not just for Pino.
At this point, they make it transparent that it's the same dynamic as Toy Story, which is fine for a rip-off. I mean, it is a rip-off after all. I mean, I can't expect too much from it. But this is a rip-off with shittier animation, virtually no plot, and it looks like one guy is literally voicing everyone in this film. This must be one of those really shit early Dingo Pictures movies.
Yes, believe it or not, these things actually do improve with age. The original ones were like these still shot picture book things that looked a little better actually because they were properly drawn images instead of this crap. But they didn't have any animation whatsoever. Later on they actually had more than one voice actor and even attempted musical numbers. But sadly we're not quite there yet.
In the beginning, they were basically audio books with slightly moving pictures over them. They're movies, in massive sarcasm quotes, like Nice Cats are great examples of this, as that's the same thing basically. I also want to point out that in 3 minutes of a 33-minute long cartoon, nobody has done anything but just explain the same shit over and over again. I swear a third of this thing's runtime is dedicated to explaining shit, the next third is dedicated to reiterating what was explained in the first set of explanations, and the third is just pointless shit like overly long establishing shots and walk cycles.
I don't understand different. What do you mean by different? That's the little boy's birthday. So we'll be getting a new toy, Cuddly explained patiently. And then the little boy will only play with his new toy, and we'll be left lying in the corner, feared Skateboard.
Why the fuck did 90s hip dog get reincarnated into a skateboard?
Why should it be a new toy? Maybe the boy will get something quite different. New shoes or new trousers or something practical, mused the telephone. Rubbish. His aunt will give him something like that. She has no imagination. But his parents will give him something to play with, explained Jumping Jack. But why should they when he has us? Said the building blocks. He doesn't need any new toys. Exactly. And he especially has me, said Pino. I mean, when I really think about it, I just can't believe that he'd like a new toy better than me. After all, he can't go to sleep without me.
Why? Look at you. You're his dad's old wank sock, for fuck's sake. Is this kid special? Wait, why the fuck does he have a rake in his bedroom?
You're the only one who believes that. He won't even look at you anymore, and his mother will use the opportunity to throw you away. She always said that you were dirty and unhygienic.
She said that you're dirty and unhygienic because you're literally a wank sock. Also, you probably spilt some splooge over the poor kid, which is why he won't look at you anymore.
Game over. Game over.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
The doorbell rang penetratingly.
The doorbell rang penetrating me?
I swear that's what I heard the first time I saw this thing. I even had to go back over it again just to listen a second time to make sure that that is not what was said. Believe it or not, that wouldn't even be the worst thing that's ever been said in one of these cartoons.
There he is, whispered Pino.
Yeah, narrator. You don't have to whisper as well, you cock.
The little boy didn't come near the nursery. He immediately ran into the living room where the birthday table was laid, and his parents were waiting for him.
What the fuck is this perspective? Never mind.
The toys also crept quietly into the living room.
Jesus fuck these walk cycles. Ugh.
Oh, they sighed.
Uh-oh is right. That animation is fucking dreadful.
So many presents that could just be things to wear in them. That big package over there, the one with the bow, looks very much like a toy.
My sentiments exactly.
That thing's really ugly, cried Skateboard.
Normally I'd say something like don't judge or something along those lines. But no, not gonna. That baby is fuck ugly. Not as ugly as this fucking Death Note reject. Or this used up old dick warmer. But still an ugly fucker if I ever saw one.
There's no way he could love that doll.
Exclaimed Penis as he pulled the ugliest face imaginable just to prove himself wrong.
There's no way of knowing exactly. But there's one thing I can tell you. That thing looks as if it's really going to get on our nerves, added Cuddly the Cushion. Prod had been holding his receiver out at arm's length so as not to miss anything. Get on our nerves? You mean even more than Jumping Jack?
Oh, bitch!
Yoster gasped, and the new toy promptly started screaming.
That shaking head thing for crying was something that Dingo used to do back in their hunchback days, and somehow this is the most disgusting creature that's done it.
So loud that even Jumping Jack, he couldn't stand it.
Oh well, at least they know how the audience feels.
The boy finally sat down to cocoa and cake. The toys returned to the nursery. End the alarm, said Charlie Chip. That little monster won't be of any danger to us. His friends nodded relieved, and for the first time that day, their good spirits rose and they started to play. Pino helped the building blocks to build a wonderful tower. As they finished, the new toy came into the room.
So the building blocks are Loco Roco. Okay.
I'm Pampa! Which of you's Pino? She shrieked in that horrible baby voice.
If it's so horrible, why are you inflicting it on us, Mr. Narrator?
Everyone looked at Pino. It's you! Your Daisy's favorite toys are done. The little boy's only going to worry about me from now on. Pampa started shrieking. Shut up, said Jumping Jack, turning on her.
What the fuck was any of that? Do you think they could have spoken clearly instead of speaking really hurriedly and then leaving that 3-second pause in there?
Game over, said Charlie Chip.
Will you stop with the game over thing? I'm gonna pull your fucking batteries out and put them in a vibrator, you stupid Avon catalog game system fuck!
Game over nothing, laughed Pampa. I'm just getting started. And then knocked the tower over.
Justice!
Oh, cried the building blocks.
So, they had a second group of actors. but decided to use them on the building blocks instead of the main characters.
That stupid thing destroyed my tower, said Pino.
Oh yeah, don't worry about us. Worry about your stupid fucking tower, you Raggedy Ann hooker piece of shit.
Oh, things could get hot around here. Skateboard started scolding.
The fuck are you on about? Skateboard started scolding. That's the weird pillow gnome fuck. And how is that scolding? He's commenting on the situation, not telling anyone to do anything.
You stop annoying us at once, or else you're gonna get it from us, I'm telling you.
I'm a baby, and babies are allowed to do anything. Just you wait and see.
But at that moment, the little boy came into the nursery because even on birthdays there's a time to go to bed.
Yeah, 2 in the afternoon apparently.
He heard his new toy crying and immediately picked it up.
What's wrong with him? Why are his legs like that? Why is he a fully grown man? Why does he have grey hair? Is he actually some weirdo who likes to pretend that he's a kid? It's the only thing I can think of here that makes sense.
Nah, what did I tell you?
Grinned Pamper at Pino triumphantly.
If I was in your position, I'd disappear of my own free will before they threw me out.
Without even looking at Pino, his old favorite doll, the little boy took Pamper with him to bed.
After dyeing his hair blonde and bleaching his skin, of course.
Pino was left weeping quietly on his own. He didn't even look at me. Ever since I've lived here, I've been allowed to sleep with him every night, and now... His friends would have loved to join him, but Cuddly Cushion thought it would be better to sympathize with him.
Well, B-Tech Atari Link seems happy about Penis's misfortune.
I have an idea, called Charlie Chip. Let's look in my game instructions on how to defeat an enemy.
You is the Pope of Fools.